Why the Sabbath matters more than ever in the last days, in a world spinning into chaos, plagues, wars, famines, and digital deception. One question pierces through the noise like a blade of truth. Why does the Sabbath matter now, more than ever? Because in the final crisis, worship is not just a personal preference. It becomes a life or death decision. Let this truth hit hard. The great last-day battle is not over atheism or politics or even morality. It's about worship. Revelation 13 and 14 describe two distinct groups. One receives the mark of the beast, the other keeps the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus. Now, listen closely. At the heart of God's commandments lies the fourth commandment, the only one that begins with the word remember. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. The seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. Exodus 20, 8-10. Why did God say, remember? Because he knew most would forget, and they have. Today, the world bows to a man-made day of worship, Sunday. But nowhere in the Bible did God ever change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday. Jesus never did. The apostles never did. God said in Malachi 3:6, I am the Lord, I change not. And he meant it. But Rome dared to change what God called holy. The Catholic Church even boasts about this in Canon 29 of the Council of Laodicea, openly declaring they had the power to transfer holiness from the seventh day to the first. And Protestants? They follow along blindly, claiming it doesn't matter what day we worship. Really? Then why will the final warning of Revelation 14:7 thunder across the earth saying, fear God and give glory to him, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters? That's a direct quote from the Sabbath commandment. It's a call back to creation. You see, in the end, the true test of loyalty to God is obedience, not just belief, not Sunday feel-good services, not tradition, not majority opinion. Obedience. The Sabbath is more than just a day. It is a seal, a sign between God and his people. Ezekiel 20:12. It's his mark of ownership. So if God has a mark, and the beast has a mark, which one will you bear? Pastors, you preach grace but ignore the law. You've turned God's 10 commandments into 9 suggestions. Priests, you exalt tradition over truth and dare to claim divine authority to change God's law. Imams, you reject Jesus as God, but even your holy book acknowledges the Sabbath. Skeptics, you laugh at the law, yet tremble in the face of death. To all of you, the Sabbath is not Jewish. It's not optional. It's not outdated. It was given before sin in Eden. It was honored by Christ, who said, the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. Mark 2:28. And it will be kept in the new earth. Isaiah 66:23. So if God blessed it in the beginning, Jesus kept it. The apostles preached it, and it will be celebrated in eternity. Who gave man permission to erase it in between? The Sabbath is the final line in the sand. To keep it is to acknowledge God as Creator, Redeemer, and King. To reject it is to follow the beast. This is the issue of the end times. Not just worship, but who you worship, when you worship, and why you worship. In these last days, the Sabbath is no longer just important, it is everything.